Bienvenue chez Examist, votre partenaire de confiance pour réussir vos certifications. Nous proposons des supports d'études complets, en ligne et hors ligne. Et nous sommes là pour vous guider pas à chaque étape. Des guides PDF détaillés aux exercices pratiques bien structurés. Toutes les questions essentielles sont soigneusement couvertes pour vous donner toutes les chances de réussir. Vous aurez toujours les bonnes ressources à portée de main. Téléchargez les PDFs. Faites des tests et connectez-vous à notre équipe d'assistance experte. Avec la pratique interactive en ligne. Entraînez-vous et quand vous voulez. À votre rythme. Nos PDFs prêts pour l'examen sont soigneusement élaborés et régulièrement mis à jour. Des milliers d'apprenants certifiés font confiance à notre qualité et à notre sérieux. Des professionnels qualifiés sont disponibles pour répondre à vos questions. Commencez dès aujourd'hui et donnez à votre préparation l'avantage décisif avec Examist. Visitez Examist. Comme dès maintenant. Examist. Votre parcours vers le succès commence ici.
Question 1. Which two functionalities does Cisco Expressway provide in the Cisco Collaboration Architecture? Choose 2. Option A. Survivable remote site telephony functionality. Option B. MGCP gateway registration. Option C. Secure business-to-business communications. Option D. Customer interaction management services. Option E. Secure firewall traversal for remote devices. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. Secure business-to-business communications. Option E. Secure firewall traversal for remote devices. Question 2. An engineer must extend the corporate phone system to mobile users connecting through the internet with their own devices. One requirement is to keep that as simple as possible for end users. Which infrastructure element achieves these goals? Option A. Cisco Express Mobility. Option B. Cisco Expressway C and Expressway E. Option C. Cisco Unified Border Element. Option D. Cisco Unified Instant Messaging in Presence. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. Cisco Expressway C and Expressway E. Question 3. A customer wants a video conference with 5 Cisco Telepresence IX5000 series systems. Which media resource is necessary in the design to fully utilize the immersive functions? Option A. Cisco PVDM4-128. Option B. Software Conference Bridge on Cisco Unified Communications Manager. Option C. Cisco WebEx Meetings Server. Option D. Cisco Meeting Server. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. Cisco Meeting Server. Question 4. An engineer is designing a load balancing solution for 2 Cisco Unified Border Element routers. The first router, Cube 1, AB, COM, takes 60% of the calls and the second router, Cube 2, ABC, COM, takes 40% of the calls. Assume all DNS records have been created. Which 2 SRV records are needed for a load-balanced solution? Choose 2. Option A. SEEP, UDP, ABC, COM60 in SRV2, 60, 5060 Cube 1. ABC, COM. Option B. SEEP, UDP, ABC, COM60 in SRV60, 5060 Cube 1. ABC, COM. Option C. SEEP, UDP, ABC, COM60 in SRV1, 40, 5060 Cube 2. ABC, COM. Option D. SEEP, UDP, ABC, COM60 in SRV3, 60, 5060 Cube 2. ABC, COM. Option E. SEEP, UDP, ABC, Com60 in SRV1 60 5060 cube 1. ABC. Com. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. SEEP. UDP. ABC. Com60 in SRV1 40 5060 cube 2. ABC. Com. Option E. SEEP. UDP. ABC. Com60 in SRV1 60 5060 cube 1. ABC. Com. Question 5. Which two functions are provided by Cisco Expressway series? Choose 2. Option A. Interworking of SEEP and H323. Option B. Endpoint registration. Option C. Intercluster extension mobility. Option D. Voice and video transcoding. Option E. Voice and video conferencing. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Interworking of SEEP and H.323. Option B. Endpoint registration. Question 6. An incoming off-net call to a user fails. An engineer notices that the off-net call is G711, but the phone accepts only G729. Which media resource on a Cisco Unified Border Element and Cisco Unified Communications Manager must the engineer configure to manage the codec? Negotiation. Option A. Transcoder. Option B. CFB. Option C. MO. Option D. MTP. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Transcoder. Question 7. Which Cisco Unified Communications Manager service parameter should be enabled? Disconnect a multi-party call when the call initiator hangs up. Option A. Drop ad hoc conference. Option B. H225 block setup destination. Option C. Block off-net to off-net transfer. Option D. Enterprise feature access code for conference. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Drop ad hoc conference. Question 8. A network administrator deleted a user from the LDAP directory of a company. The end user shows as inactive LDAP synchronized user in Cisco Unified Communications Manager. Which step is next to remove this user from Cisco Unified Communications Manager? Option A. Delete the user directly from Cisco Unified Communications Manager. Option B. Restart the DSync service after the user is deleted from LDAP directory. Option C. Execute a manual sync to refresh the local database and delete the end user. Option D. Wait 24 hours for the garbage collector to remove the user. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Wait 24 hours for the garbage collector to remove the user. Question 9. A customer has Cisco Unity connections that is integrated with LDAP. As a Unity connection administrator, you have received a request to change the first name for VM user. Where must the change be performed? Option A. Cisco Unity connection. Option B. Cisco Unified Communications Manager end user. Option C. Active Directory. Option D. Cisco IM and presence. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Active Directory. Question 10. Which configuration step is necessary for a Cisco SEEP phone to synchronize its time with a specific source? Option A. Add a phone in TP reference to the date, time group. Option B. Assign the device to the correct region. Option C. Change the time format from 24-hour to 12-hour. Option D. Change the time zone from America, Los Angeles, to to etc. GMT +8. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Add a phone in TP reference to the date, time group. Question 11. After an engineer runs the utils NTP status command on the Cisco Unified Communications Manager. Publisher. The stratum value is 16. Which issue can the Cisco Unified CM cluster experience? Option A. Unified CM sends an NTPv4 packet. Option B. Database replication is not synchronized on the Unified CM nodes. Option C. The cluster loses access to port 124 at the firewall. Option D. The date, time group on all phones defaults to the time zone of the engineer. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Database replication is not synchronized on the Unified CM nodes. Question 12. When a new SEEP phone is registered to Cisco Unified Communications Manager, it keeps failing in showing an "unprovisioned" error message in the phone display. Which problem is a possible cause of this issue? Option A. Auto-registration is disabled on the Cisco Unified Communications Manager nodes and the phone device does not have a DN configured. Option B. The DN assigned to the phone is already in use by another SEEP phone. Option C. The phone cannot download and install the latest firmware. Option D. The DHCP settings are set incorrectly and the phone does not have an alternate TFTP defined. Option E. The DN configuration for this phone is shared with an SCCP phone, which is not supported. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Auto-registration is disabled on the Cisco Unified Communications Manager nodes and the phone device does not have a DN configured. Question 13. Which DHCP option must be set up for new phones to obtain the TFTP server IP address? Option A. Option 15. Option B. Option 6. Option C. Option 66. Option D. Option 120. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Option 66. Question 14. Which two conditions must a user meet to provision a new device using the self-provisioning feature? Choose 2. Option A. The user must have a primary extension. Option B. At least 2 DNs must be assigned to the user device. Option C. The user must be part of standard CCM super user. Option D. The user must have the appropriate universal device template linked to the user profile. Option E. The user must have at least one user device profile assigned. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. The user must have a primary extension. Option D. The user must have the appropriate universal device template linked to the user profile. Question 15. How many DNS-SRV entries can be defined in the SEEP trunk destination address field in Cisco Unified Communications Manager? Option A. 1. Option B. 8. Option C. 16. Option D. 4. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. 1. Question 16. On which Cisco Unified Communications Manager nodes can the TFTP service be enabled? Option A. Any node. Option B. Any 2 nodes. Option C. Only nodes that have Cisco Unified CM service enabled. Option D. Any subscriber nodes. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Any node. Question 17. Which issue causes slips on a pre? Option A. Incorrect clock source. Option B. Incorrect encapsulation. Option C. Incorrectly configured time zone. Option D. Change in the line code. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. Incorrect clock source. Question 18. An administrator recently upgraded a Cisco WebEx DX80 through its web interface but discovered the next morning that the unit has received to its previous version. What must the administrator do to prevent this from happening again? Option A. Assign a phone security profile with secure SEEP. Option B. Set the prepare cluster for rollback to PRE8. 0 enterprise parameter to true. Option C. Confirm the phone load name in the phone configuration. Option D. Assign a universal device template to the phone. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. Confirm the phone load name in the phone configuration. Question 19. An engineer is notified that the Cisco Telepresence MX800 that is registered in Cisco Unified Communications Manager shows an empty panel, and the touch 10 shows a corresponding icon with no action when pressed. Where does the engineer go to remove the inactive custom panel? Option A. The software upgrades page in QCMOS administration. Option B. The in-room control editor on the web page of the MX800. Option C. The phone configuration page in CUCM administration. Option D. The SEEP trunk security profile page in CUCM administration. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. The in-room control editor on the web page of the MX800. Question 20. A presence redundancy group is deployed, and an engineer initiates a manual fallback. Which statement about Cisco Server Recovery Manager is true? Option A. Disconnects all users that had been failed over, and the users must log in again. Option B. Disconnects all users that had been failed over. Option C. Restarts critical services on the secondary node. Option D. Restarts the Cisco Presence Engine. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. Disconnects all users that had been failed over, and the users must log in again. Question 21. Which packet delay is the maximum supported between Cisco Unified Communications Manager nodes for clustering over WAN deployments? Option A. 150 milliseconds round trip. Option B. 510 milliseconds round trip. Option C. 40 milliseconds round trip. Option D. 80 milliseconds round trip. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. 80 milliseconds round trip. Question 22. Where is the default interregion maximum session bitrate for a region configured? Option A. Service parameter configuration. Option B. Enterprise phone configuration. Option C. Enterprise parameters configuration. Option D. Region configuration. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. Service parameter configuration. Question 23. A Cisco Telepresence SX80 suddenly has issues displaying main video to a display over HDMI. Which command can you use from the SX80 admin key to check the video output status to the monitor? Option A. X status video output. Option B. X command video status. Option C. X configuration video output. Option D. X status HDMI output. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. X status video output. Question 24. Which statement about Cisco Unified Communications Manager and Cisco IM in presence backups is true? Option A. Backups should be scheduled during off-peak hours to avoid system performance issues. Option B. Backups are saved as tar files and encrypted using the web administrator account. Option C. Backups are saved as unencrypted tar files. Option D. Backups are not needed for subscriber Cisco Unified Communications Manager and Cisco IM in presence servers. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Backups should be scheduled during off-peak hours to avoid system performance issues. Question 25. What is a software-based media resource that is provided by the Cisco IP voice media streaming application? Option A. Video conference bridge. Option B. Auto attendant. Option C. Transcoder. Option D. Annunciator. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Annunciator. Question 26. When a user dials a number with a phone that is registered to the Cisco Unified Communications Manager, what is the default timeout before the number is sent? Option A. 15 seconds. Option B. 5 seconds. Option C. 10 seconds. Option D. 3 seconds. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. 15 seconds. Question 27. An engineer deploys a Cisco Expressway e-server for a customer who wants to utilize all features on a server. Which feature does the engineer configure on the Expressway E? Option A. H. 323 endpoint registrations. Option B. VTC bridge. Option C. MRA. Option D. SEEP gateway for PSTN providers. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. MRA. Question 28. Which SNMP service must be activated manually on the Cisco UCM after installation? Option A. Host Resources Agent. Option B. Cisco Call Manager SNMP. Option C. Connection SNMP Agent. Option D. SNMP Master Agent. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Cisco Call Manager SNMP. Question 29. A company deploys centralized Cisco UCM architecture for a hub location and 2 remote sites. The company has only one ITSP connection at the hub location, and ITSP supports only G711 calls. Remote site A has a 1 gigabit per second fiber connection to the hub location and calls to and from remote site A use G711 codec. Remote site B has a 1T1 connection to the hub location and calls to and from remote site B use G729 codec. Based on the provided guidance, a Cisco voice engineer must design media resource management for the customer. What is the method that needs to be followed? Option A. Configure the hardware transcoder on the site B router. Option B. Configure the hardware transcoder on the site A router. Option C. Configure the hardware transcoder on the hub location router. Option D. Configure the software transcoder on Cisco UCM to support voice calls to and from both remote sites. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Configure the hardware transcoder on the hub location router. Question 30. What are 2 key features of the Expressway series? Choose 2. Option A. IP to PSTN call connectivity. Option B. B2B calls. Option C. VPN connection toward the internal UC resources. Option D. SEEP header modification. Option E. Device registration over the Internet. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. B2B calls. Option E. Device registration over the Internet. Question 31. When setting a new primary DNS server in the Cisco UCM CLI, what is required for the change to take effect? Option A. Restart of Call Manager service. Option B. Restart of DSync service. Option C. Restart of the network service. Option D. Restart of TFTP service. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. Restart of the network service. Question 32. When configuring Cisco UCM, which configuration enables phones to automatically re-register to a Cisco UCM publisher when the connection to the subscriber is lost? Option A. SRST. Option B. Root group. Option C. Device pool. Option D. Cisco UCM group. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. Cisco UCM group. Question 33. Which version is used to provide encryption for SNMP management traffic in collaboration? Deployments. Option A. SNMPv2C. Option B. SNMPv2. Option C. SNMPv1. Option D. SNMPv3. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. SNMPv3. Question 34. What is the validity period of the ITL recovery certificate in Cisco UCM? Option A. 1 year. Option B. 20 years. Option C. 5 years. Option D. 10 years. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. 20 years. Question 35. Which service must be enabled when LDAP on Cisco UCM is used? Option A. Cisco Bulk Provisioning Service. Option B. Cisco Axle Web Service. Option C. Cisco Call Manager SNMP Service. Option D. Cisco DSync. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. Cisco DSync. Question 36. On a Cisco Catalyst switch, which command is required to send CDP packets on a switch port that configures a Cisco IP phone to transmit voice traffic in 802.1q frames, tagged with the voice VLAN ID 221? Option A. Device. Config if #switchport trunk allowed VLAN 221. Option B. Device. Config if #switchport VLAN voice 221. Option C. Device. Config if #switchport voice VLAN 221. Option D. Device. Config if #switchport access VLAN 221. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. Device. Config if #switchport voice VLAN 221. Question 37. Which data store and protocol is used for saving backup files within the disaster recovery system of Cisco UCM? Option A. Local disk on the Cisco UCM server. Option B. Remote disk on the SFTP server. Option C. Remote disk on a CIFS share. Option D. Remote disk on an NFS share. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. Remote disk on the SFTP server. Question 38. Refer to the exhibit. An administrator is attempting to register a SEEP phone to a Cisco UCM, but the registration is Failing. The IP address of the SEEP phone is 10.117.34.222 and the IP address of the Cisco UCM is 10.0.101.10. Pings from the SEEP phone to the Cisco UCM are successful. What is the cause of this issue and how should it be resolved? Option A. An NTP mismatch is preventing the connection of the TCP session between the SEEP phone and the Cisco UCM. The SEEP phone and Cisco UCM must be set with identical NTP sources. Option B. The certificates on the SEEP phone are not trusted by the Cisco UCM. The SEEP phone must generate new certificates. Option C. DNS lookup for the Cisco UCM FQDN is failing. The SEEP phone must be reconfigured with the proper DNS server. Option D. A network device is blocking TCP port 5060 from the SEEP phone to the Cisco UCM. This device must be reconfigured to allow traffic from the IP phone. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. A network device is blocking TCP port 5060 from the SEEP phone to the Cisco UCM. This device must be reconfigured to allow traffic from the IP phone. Question 39. Refer to the exhibit. A Cisco UCM user with directory number 4401 dials 5507. And the call is routed to a Cisco Unified Border element. Which IP address will the call be sent to? Option A. 10.0.0.2. Option B. 10.0.0.3. Option C. 10.0.0.4. Option D. 10.0.0.1. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. 10.0.0.2.